Alright, so in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use Flex Valet parking app. Alright, so I've just installed the app and opened it for the first time, like this. And the first thing it's going to ask me for is to begin the initial setup. So to get started, there are a couple of things we are asking the merchants to set up before they can start using the app. Unfortunately, I've already tested it, so the system, even though I've reinstalled it, it found my settings. But let me just kind of go through these things first. So price plan, right, is we're looking up items on Clover. So in order for you to have a price plan, you would first have to set up an inventory, just create an item. And if you're doing per hour or per minute or per month, per week, these things can be done natively on Clover. You can add an item per unit, and then unit of measure can be anything, minute, hour, or what have you, right? And so once the items are created that you're interested in, then in the Flex app, we're just asking you to tell us which items you're going to be using for your price plan in the context of valet parking. So let me show you how that's done. So we already see how we added these two, but basically you click on add and you can just search for an item that you already have in your in your inventory app. And so once it comes up, you just select it, and then you can add this price plan. All right, so we don't necessarily create price plans. We're literally just pulling the ones that are available in the inventory app. So I'm going to delete this one because it's the same. All right, so but once we've created the price plan, now we have these price plans available. Right, the next thing we need to define is the space capacity. Right, obviously we want to know how many lots they have, right, and how many spots inside each lot. So as you can see, I've already created lot A, lot B. Lot A has 18 spots. Lot B has 208 spots. I mean, these are completely arbitrary numbers to us, but creation looks like this. So you give it a name and a number of spaces. All right. So set up key storage. So this is where after the car is parked, the keys need to be stored somewhere. And so it's a similar process. You tell us how many key boxes you have and how many key slots are inside each box. All right. And check-in settings. So today, if they choose anything other than the first one, the Flex receipt upon checking in the new car, print receipt using Clover Flex. So we allow them to print the receipt using Clover Flex. We are not going to come up with the first version where they're able to use the other two options, the custom or the Flex tear out ticket. Those things are coming soon, and if they choose it, that's basically what it's going to tell them. All right. And the last thing is like, you know how when you receive a ticket from your valet parking, it's going to have some sort of a disclaimer about their what they're responsible for, the liability disclaimer, basically what they're responsible for, what the rules are for parking. And so whatever that text needs to be, because we felt that it was not very comfortable to do this on a device, so you can email yourself a link for a page which will give you like a form in where you can put in this disclaimer text, and then it'll just print on this receipt here. And so once we've kind of done these things, you can complete. And so once the initial setup is done, you're going to be taken to this main menu. And the process basically goes, you have a new arrival. This is when guests come in. You have checkout. This is when they would like to take the cars back, right? You have parking cars. Parking cars is after the car has arrived, right? Because it's a separate event, customer checking the car in and us parking the car. Same thing with storing the keys. Dashboard and then the setup. So we've just gone through the setup. Let me just show you real quick the dashboard, although it'll probably be blank for now, right? No chart available, so we'll get back to the dashboard. In fact, I think this is a good place to stop and start another video, so I'll do that.